Hi, welcome to yet another video from Rediscovering World. Today we are in one of the major cities of Turkey, that's Istanbul. And today we are exploring Istanbul in total and thought of having a special show for you guys in the evening. So that's none other than the Whirling Dervish show. So I don't know how many of you have seen it before, but today I will show you how these things happening in Istanbul. So let's go and explore it. So are you guys ready? Before you watch the show, I will just briefly explain to you what is Sufism and what is this Whirling Dervish show all about. So the Mevlevi Sufi Order was founded in 13th century by Jelaleddini Rumi. He was a famous Sufi Muslim poet, lived in Konya, that was the capital of Turkish Seljuk Empire. He would fast, meditate and eventually dance by whirling himself in circles in order to reach enlightenment. His followers, known as the Gentle Ones, practiced the same principles of love, tolerance, and giving up one's existence and ego to unite with God. So, by the end of 15th century, other sectors of people started spreading about this dance, and they called as Sema throughout the Ottoman Empire. So the most renowned sector was the Mevlevi Order. So this was been continuing since Ottoman Empire. After that, in 1925, the Turkey's first president Mustafa Kemal banned all Sufi orders and hermitages as a part of secularization policies, forcing them to continue the practice underground, out of sight of the authorities. So the Mevlevis managed to survive among the small villages throughout the Middle East until in 1956 the Turkish government revived that pre-existing order and made the Whirling Dervish ceremony as a cultural asset. So the Mevlevi were permitted to perform for tourists as well as being allowed to perform on the anniversary of the death of Rumi, which eventually led to an annual 9-day festival in Konya. So it's quite a beautiful program. Sema ceremonies have since been awarded intangible cultural heritage by UNESCO. There are a lot of places you can watch this Whirling Dervish show, especially I think it's more all over Turkey you can watch this show, but the best place to witness this whirling show could be in Konya, where the Mevlevi order was founded in the 13th century. So as most of the tourists comes to Istanbul remains the easiest cities in Turkey to watch a ceremony due to the, I said like before, due to the large number of touristic shows. Also during the past decade, following the Mevlevi ceremony being designated as the intangible cultural heritage, a number of lodges have been re-established in Istanbul. So even I was watching, I think this pretty look similar to a lodge. So one of the famous one was Galata Dervish Lodge, which was built in 1491 and houses a museum. And there was another one which is Yeni Kapi Dervish Lodge, which was originally opened in 16th century, and Bahariya Dervish Lodge. I think these three are the main one where you can see the typical Whirling Dervish shows. Actually, when we reached there, we could see a lot of tourists, and they have been arranged in a rectangular shape with a space in the center. So I think that space will be mainly put up for the dervishes so that they can whirl around freely in that area. After some time, I think these three peoples came and introduced them and started to play some sort of music. I think that's a Sufi music with the instruments, especially the flute, tabla, and I think the other one is, I'm not pretty sure about that. And they started to make some noises and sing, and mostly the sounds are from the instruments. So we are just waiting for the dervishes to come. So it takes some time, but it's quite a good experience, and it's like a good spiritual environment over there. So since the morning we were so busy walking around the major attractions of Istanbul, especially the Hagia Sophia, Blue Mosque, Topyaki Palace, Basilica Cistern, and we were literally tired by the time we reached to the dervish show. So I was just randomly like searching for where could we find the best dervish shows. So luckily we got a guy when we had a tea break near to the Topyaki Palace. He told about the Whirling Dervish show in a madrasa which is known as, I think this is the way we pronounce it, Kizlaragazi madrasa. So he told that he could provide the tickets, which is, I think the tickets was quite expensive, roughly take around £20. So for one person, so we took it for 2 person, and he was able to send a person who could guide us through the Istanbul town to this madrasa. So it's quite near to the Topyaki Palace. It's around 10 minutes walk roughly. I think now you can see one of the dervish has come with a red carpet like stuff, and he is putting that stuff on the floor. And I think when it comes to the act of whirling, the followers has an exciting philosophy for the act. So in the old days, when the Mevlevi Monasteries were open, the teachers had to accept if someone want to be a student. So the one who created that, the order's creator, that's the Mevlana, that's like we call it as Mevlana, once said, anyone who tried to follow the order to be a student is more than welcome to see the order. So there was no negative answer for someone who wanted to enter the order in the school. So initially they were given challenging tasks to complete to show they have whatever it takes to be the students. So after working in the kitchens to cook for everyone, cleaning all the monastery daily, and doing lots of hard jobs in the sanctuary, they may start studying the order. So whirling is the final act to say that they are accepted in the order, but the real question is that what is the exact meaning of this act? So actually it's whirling means to be in harmony with the rest of the creation to them. So according to the Mevlevi order, everything was created in the action of whirling, exactly like the day and night, the summer and winter, life and death, and even the blood in the vein. So if you want to be in the harmony with the rest of the creation, you have to be in the same form of action. So every costume that they use any musical instrument during these performance has a definite meaning. So especially for the black dresses they wear that symbolize death. So white ones, that means birth. And especially the long hat they are wearing symbolize the tombstone of their ego. And like that, each and everything, they have each and every meaning for that. So this all what I understood is from googling. It's really a spectacular show. You should really watch it. So I think when these three people came inside into that space, there was utmost silence. I think it falls over the audience. So the three musicians were playing the similar type of Sufi music, and these dervishes who were dressed in long black cloaks, and you can see a conical beach hats, and they take a seat in one of the entrance, and they will try to introduce one by one in a specific type of movements. So let's watch it, and I think you can see more rather than by explaining it. So this is the way they introduce themselves and to the audience even. So by slow deliberate strides, and they make their way around the perimeter of the stage. So each and every moment, especially their head nods and bows, the laying of the sheepskin on the floor opposite to the door, and the way they carefully remove and fold their black robes, it's just a splendid stuff. You will really enjoy watching it, especially with the Sufi music. I'm not pretty sure about the movements. I think definitely each and every movement has its own significance, much like the outfits worn by the dancers themselves. So I already mentioned about the significance of black robe and the hat. Similarly, each and every movement has its own significance. So they come and sit down. Now they are going to change their black robe. So let's watch it, and I think it will be a worth watching show for every one of us who have not watched it before. So from what I understand is that only when the dervish is wearing the black robe, he is not allowed to do any whirling shows. So when the dervish is wearing just his white robe, he is ready to begin the complex whirls of the sema. So the idea is that the ritual mimics leaving the earthly world behind in order to become one with God. So I think that's what they does there. So they remove their black robe and move with the white, and now they are trying to whirl around. It's absolutely amazing stuff. I was just wondering how they are whirling like that. Even I can't do that. So if I do one or two spins enough, I would be having some sort of dizziness. So it's really magical stuff. Roughly, I think they whirling around 30 minutes. Roughly, I think they spin in a trance, and I think they just only stopped for a well choreographed bouts of bowing and pacing. I never seen them stopping otherwise. So I was literally mesmerized by the music and the planetary motion of their bodies. So a sense of calm was washed over the once the fidgety audience. So my kids and my wife really enjoyed it. So it's really a calm, a spiritual music with these shows will just bring some sort of a refreshment. I think more than a refreshment, it's like bringing a peace to your mind. So in the back of my mind, I can't help but wonder if this is all for a show, if the men are really meditating and feeling that they are communicating with the God, and if they are putting on an act for the benefit of us, that means the tourist. So I was just astonished by that stuff. So they are just doing a marvelous job, and especially they are meditating and whirling around for I think more than around 30 minutes, but they take a little bit of breaks. So I want you guys to enjoy the music and show. So I won't be disturbing you with my poor commentaries and stuff. I just want to make you update about what's going on and what is this show is about. So you can just sit and watch it. So I hope you all will enjoy by the show. So in the end, it doesn't matter. This ritual has always been performed before an audience, never in private, and its point is to bless the spectators, not the wearers. So if I had watched this ceremony 500 or 600 years back, I would have been very much the same. So I may not leave enlightened, but I'm glad that this beautiful tradition is still alive, and if it is mostly for the benefit of tourists like us. So my recommendation for you all is that whenever you've been to Istanbul or any part of Turkey, do all of your site tour and stuff in the morning, and have some sort of snacks or something, and come back and see this show and relax your mind, and you get a spiritual and peaceful mind. Then you can go and have the dinner. I think that could be one of the best idea, but don't miss the show anyway. Hope you all enjoyed the video. I think this is quite an interesting stuff. That's why I bought this video in front of you all, to feel and experience the dervish show in Istanbul. And I would really recommend, if you are visiting Turkey, in any part of the Turkey, I think you can see this one. And if you are visiting especially the Konya area, you have to go and see this dervish show by yourself. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Kindly put your valuable comments in the comment box, and please share and subscribe our channel, and hope to see you with a new video in the next week. Until then, it's me, Abil and Hannah signing off. Take care.